Quran stories at night.
Assalamu alaikum, little ones. Welcome back to our peaceful corner of the world. Tonight, we continue our journey. We are going back to the time when the earth was young, back to the very first family and the very first home. We are going to hear the rest of the story of Prophet Adam, alayhi salam, the first human and the first friend of the earth. This is a story of family, a story of patience, and a story of how much Allah loves us all. Before we begin, I want you to check your blankets one more time. Make sure you are as cozy as can be. Let your arms feel heavy. Let your legs feel heavy. Let all the thoughts of the day float away like clouds in the sky. We are leaving the busy world behind us now and entering a world of quiet dreams. Are you ready? Then let's begin. Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. Feel the peace of the night as it wraps around you like a warm, soft hug. Imagine the earth long, long ago. The mountains were tall and majestic. The oceans were deep and sparkling blue, and the forests were filled with trees that had never been touched. Adam and Hawwa, alayhim assalam, stood upon the green hills of the earth. The sun was rising for the very first time for them here, painting the sky in colors of peach and gold and lavender. Even though they were no longer in the gardens of Jannah, they felt the mercy of Allah in the warmth of the sun and in the gentle breeze that stirred the leaves. They were not alone. Allah sent the angel Jibril with wings made of light to teach them the secrets of their new home. Jibril showed Adam how to find a clear, cool springs of water. He showed him which fruits were sweet and which herbs could heal. He taught Adam how to take the wool from the sheep to make warm, soft clothes for the winter. Adam learned how to talk to the earth. He learned that if he put a tiny brown seed into the dark soil, and if he gave it water, and if he was patient, a miracle would happen. He watched the first green sprout peek its head out from the ground. He watched it grow tall and strong until it became golden wheat. He learned how to grind the wheat, how to mix it with water, and how to bake the very first loaf of bread. The smell of the fresh bread drifting through the air reminded him that Allah provides for all His creatures. As the years passed, Adam and Hawwa were blessed with children, the very first sons and the very first daughters. The house they built was filled with the sound of laughter and the pitter-patter of little feet. Adam was a very gentle and very wise father. He spent his days teaching his children about the world. He taught them the names of the birds, the names of the stars, and the names of the flowers, just as Allah had taught him. Every evening, as the shadows grew long and the fire crackled with orange and red flames, the family would gather together. The children would sit close to Adam, leaning their heads against his shoulder, and they would say, "Baba, tell us about the beautiful garden again." And Adam would tell them stories of Jannah. He would describe the rivers of milk and the trees that grew pearls, and the birds that sang songs of pure joy. But he would always tell them the most important part. He would tell them how he made a mistake and how he turned back to Allah. My children, he would say, his voice as soft as a whisper, whenever you feel a heavy heart, whenever you forget the right path, simply say you are sorry, for Allah is always listening, and his mercy is greater than the sky and the sea. Adam taught his children how to pray. He showed them how to stand with their hearts full of love. He showed them how to bow, to show respect to the Creator. And he showed them how to put their foreheads on the earth in the quietest, most peaceful moment of sujood. He told them that the earth was a masjid, a place of prayer wherever they went. The earth was there to support them, and the sky was there to protect them. One of his sons, Habil, was a shepherd who loved his animals. He would sit on the hills watching the fluffy white sheep playing a small flute made of reed. His heart was full of peace because he saw the beauty of Allah in everything, in the grass, in the wool, and in the quiet morning dew. Adam watched his children grow, and he saw them move to different parts of the world. He saw them build houses and plant gardens and start families of their own. The earth was becoming a busy, beautiful place, filled with people of all different colors. Just like the different soils Allah had used to create Adam, many, many years went by. Adam's hair turned as white as the snow on the mountain peaks. His hands were wrinkled from years of planting and building, but his eyes were still bright with the light of Jannah. He had lived a long and blessed life. He had seen the first sunrise on earth, and he had seen 1,000 sunsets. One day, Adam knew it was time to go back. He knew his work on earth was finished. He gathered his children and his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren. They stood around him in a circle of love. "Do not be afraid," Adam told them, his voice like the rustle of leaves. "This world is a place of learning, but our true home is waiting for us. Be kind to one another, take care of the weak, protect the earth, and never forget that Allah is with you, closer than your own breath." As Adam closed his eyes for the final time, the angels came, not with sadness, but with light. They carried his soul up past the mountains, up past the clouds, up past the twinkling stars, until he was back in the gardens of Jannah. He was home. He was back in the place of milk and honey, back in the place of perfect peace, where there is no tiredness and no tears. And so, little one, the story of Adam is a story that lives in you. You have the same light in your heart, the same ability to learn the names of the stars, and the same promise of mercy from Allah. Every time you are kind to an animal, you are following the path of Adam. Every time you say, Alhamdulillah, you are using the words that he first spoke. And every time you make a mistake and say you are sorry, you are showing the same bravery that he showed. The world is very quiet now. The stars are watching over you. just as they watched over the very first family. The moon is cast into soft, silver glow over your room. You are a child of Adam, a child of the earth, a child of the light. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your dreams take you to those emerald gardens. Let your heart feel the warmth of Allah's love. Everything is calm. Everything is peaceful. Sleep now with the angels guarding your bed. Sleep now in the safety of the night. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Good night. Little one, good night and peace be with you always.